Okay, so now we've got our we just grabbed our symbols from our Vectorworks libraries and moved them into our drawing. Now it's time to go ahead and let's throw some lights out here and let's see what we got. Right, so the our symbol is over here. We had just drug a couple in here just to play with. Right, so let's double click on our Source 4 Junior, and the first one I look at is like a front light down on the first electric. And lo and behold, I think it goes on that tick mark right there. Click. Now, the second click is always for rotation. It is good practice to draw lights at 90-degree angles. Either they point to the left, to the right, to the top, or the bottom. We try not to draw them at angles if it can be helped. Right? So I just click again and there it is. Now I do have a little bit of a problem. I'm drawing these on lighting pipe center, which is really not the class that I want to have them on. I think I would rather have them on my lights class. So I'm just going to click on it and change it here, and it's changed it to lights. Now, so that I don't keep doing that, I'm going to change my active class, and I'll change it up here to lights, and now say OK. So now every instance that I draw is going to go ahead and draw the fixture on the correct class. Let's go ahead and double click on the symbol again. Looks like my next one is kind of over here next to my house lights, right? And let's click there, right? That looks really good. How about I go to the next one, which looks like it's right up in here. Now I know that on the plot that I gave you, they're not drawn exactly on the pipe, and that's okay. Why don't you go ahead and draw them as close as possible to right on the pipe, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draw that one there. Looks like I have another one that's right up here. This is Rex's top special. And I think it goes here. If I zoom in close enough, I come to the midpoint. Do you see how the little tick lines help me align things? Now, how about some side light? It looks like over in this corner I've got some side light. And it looks like it's right about here. It might be right here. I'm not sure. And it doesn't matter. You'll be fine either way. Now I'm going to click once for its center, and I'm going to rotate it off to this side, and it's drawn it sideways. If I come over here this way, I will go ahead and click on that tick mark and then draw it so it points this way. Right? So if you would go ahead and why don't we put in some pars, right? So now we put in our Source 4 a couple of Source 4 Juniors. I'm going to go to my resource manager, scroll up, double click on my pars, and now I have pars that are organized along this pipe, and it looks like they split center. So one goes here and it faces downstage. Another one is going to go here and it faces downstage, right? So I should be able to draw all of the pars in that same orientation, right? And then I think I just have 3 more that go off this way, and they're on those little 9-inch marks, and that'll be a good start at our plot. So why don't you go ahead and finish putting the fixtures on the plot where they belong. Don't worry about being super accurate. Kind of line them up where they should go within the grid. If they're not drawn exactly on a pipe, go ahead and put them on a pipe. And I'll join you again in a minute.